Hey folks, so this will be for the very most part music, okay? Yeah, I know enough of my, I'll call it bullshit. I'm just a human like everybody else, but yeah, I got something. I do. I've got a mouthful. It's a nice day, and I was hoping to get some things done on Dereck 2 today. So far, they're not happening. I do have a lot's going on later musically, practice and stuff. So anyway, I just got the mail. I was going to do a video after watching a couple of videos. Stefan73 got me vibing, and I do want to talk about some music that he showed. But I got the mail, and DJTrish just sent me. Thanks, Trish. What you did was she wants to buy the Indrima split, so she sent me payment. Thank you, I got it. Thank you. For the extra. Well, it's appreciated. I need it, girl. But what is real sweet is the note. And Trish, I don't watch a whole lot of your videos, but I always give you a thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? Because I can feel you as a human being. You're a good person. And Trish sent me 2 mix CDs. And you know something? I'm so glad, Trish, that you're the real deal. Because you paid attention. You know what I like, and so you sent me some good stuff. I really appreciate it. So she gave me 2 discs. Here's Cocktail Hour 2012, and I just love your note too. Very witty. It is like Christmas getting stuff in the mail, music. But here on the Cocktail Hour CD, she starts it off with Abdullah Ibrahim. We're going to Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, which again, I just really have little patience for that good time music. Y'all don't. I know you don't understand me, but here we go. Captain Marvel, Chick Corea, you bet. Okay, so we're finding out something about you a little bit here, Trish, huh? You give me some Dinah Shore, Sweet Violets. That tells me, there's probably something about you, eh? But we have all this good stuff here. DJ Tudo and Gente, I can't even say it, Esquivel. Gilberto Gil, I love it. Yeah. Oh, and then down here you drop in some Lorena McKennitt and some Shadowfax and some Sounds Orchestral, and we end with some Sun Ra. That's badass, DJ Trish. Thank you so much. Okay, and then the next one is World Groove. Grab your passport. It's the VC Love Plane. We talk about the Love Train. Trish is, you are so cool. We on the Love Plane now. Where are we going here? Oh, right away. This is fantastic. We go from Bale Effect to Bombay Dub Orchestra, Dowday, Asha Bosley. Yeah, girl. You know your shit. Elika and Solo, Gustavo Santaolalla. All the way down to some roots here with Belafonte and the Irish Rovers. This is awesome. I'm looking at it all the way down to Radha Krishna Temple, Perez Prado. And, oh, this is fantastic. Guajira by Santana. Now, that is actually one of my favorite Santana songs. How did you guess? Thank you so much, Trish. And I will get your, split Indrima out. Probably, I can do it this afternoon. I can drop it in the mail, okay? I want to keep going and just talk about music now, okay, for a second. Vibing on some music. Love the VC. Love music, love records, love talking about it. Stefan73 just found a copy of this on vinyl. That's so cool. I wanted to show mine because when it originally came out, it came in this colored slipcase, which it appears that yours may be lacking. No surprise though, because again, I bought this when it first came out, and I've seen a reissue of this. Yours actually, Stefan, is the first time I've seen another original for forever. And yeah, this is a good record. Vocally, yes, those comparisons. Musically, you described it well, almost into some power pop. Good stuff. Good album. Bought this when it came out. Once again, paying attention to the NME, the New Musical Express and Sounds. Been reading those magazines since I was a teen. always paid attention to the buzz. You know what I'm saying? There's hype and then there's buzz. Sometimes I've gotten them mixed up, but I've always tried to pay attention to what is the buzz as opposed to the hype. I wanted to I gotta just say, I like how Nick Sloan called Cool Ranch Dressing the Cool Ranch Dressing Kids. River and Shelley, y'all are just among others, you know, just some people here that I just got a real fondness for, you know, just feel like my kind of people, for real. And so I wanted to show you my Stereolab on vinyl, 12-inch. I do have a 10-inch. I didn't grab it, but I only have a few. I wish I had more. I wish I had more. So we have switched on Stereolab. As you know how good this band is and how good this label, Too Pure, is. You know, I like the label so much that over the years on CD, I would just, if I saw something in Too Pure and it was like cheap or I could afford it the day I bought it. You know, that's how I got turned on to Pram. I actually didn't know anything about them. I have some other stuff on Too Pure. Sealy, possibly? Is that another band? First of the Microbe Hunters. Yeah, love me some Stereolab. This goes back to about, I'd say the year 2000. On their Duotone label. Refried Ectoplasm, switched on volume 2. This one's on kind of a not quite clear vinyl, double. Just wonderful, wonderful Stereolab. I've seen them 2 or 3 times, at least twice I've seen Stereolab. Cobra and Phases Group play Voltage in the Milky Night. I love this album too. I have Emperor Tomato Ketchup on CD as well as Dots and Loops on CD, but not on vinyl. And generally speaking, it's said that Emperor is their best, but I personally am real fond of Dots and Loops. And this one as well, but Dots and Loops probably tops for me personally. Let's see, I have a 12-inch of the Free Design single off of that album, the one I just showed. And then the most recent album I have is Chemical Chords. This is an album they put out on the 4AD label. And this one, you know, it's kind of like, it's not that they're retreading, but it's more like, I hate to say it, but when Mary died, you know, there's chemistry, you know, and sometimes there's just something about chemistry and the way that people mix that is hard to define in words. But Mary being taken out of the mix, it's noticeable to me. Not necessarily bad, but just I noticed the difference. So this is pretty cool. To keep going here, I'm really happy, you know, about I get to play with Rick Agnew again. You know, I just did a gig with him in Sioux City in, was it March or April? And it was just a fantastic experience. Apparently it was so fantastic. He's here. He just flew in town last night. I haven't seen him yet, but we have rehearsal tonight. There's this memorial gig this Saturday night for a young man who just passed away from cancer, young age, 40. I think Steve was about 40, but massive punk rock fan and a massive fan of RAF and just the punk rock scene in Omaha and Sioux City. And so we're doing this memorial show, and Rick flew in for it. He said, I got to be there, you know. And so I'm really excited because I'm going to have him, you know, sign my DI. You know, this is just, again, along the same lines of me sharing, playing with Mark Burgess of the Chameleons. This is another one of those situations where it's cool to play with people whose records that you buy and listen to and like. That's Rick over there, looking like a trashed out kind of hippie. You know, I'm going to see, can't promise anything, but I'm going to see if he wants to hang out over here tomorrow, and if so, if he'll be up for making a video, a VC video. But, you know, what I might even endeavor to do, I'm gonna wish out loud. I'm going to endeavor to have Rick sign this live on camera. Let me see if I can get that. That would be fun to share. That'd be cool. So I'm going to see if I definitely want him to sign my album. And I love playing. We're playing several songs by D.I. He wrote almost all these songs with other band members. We're playing Falling Out, Hang Ten in East Berlin, and OC Life. We're playing those 3 off this album. And one of my other personal favorites off here is the song Spiritual Law. Kind of wish we were playing that. I like that too. So I'm really, real excited about that. Some other records that are sitting out that I've touched on recently, but I intend to play more, is I pulled out a couple of oldies. Underground Sunshine, Birthday. Been meaning to, it seems like there's some sort of Midwest connection. This band is from, where are they from? Wisconsin. But it seems there's a Nebraska connection here too, but this is just okay. But the thing is, I need to, I'm glad I have it's an original. It's mostly, you know, it's kind of more of a collector's item to me than a really good album to play. But the deal is, both sides end with these long, jammy versions of covers. Almost all the songs on the album are covered. And that's where I need to go, is to kind of see what happens with these jams. But overall, it's mostly an artifact to me. And I'll say this, that Sumi record that Sublime Media recently bought, that we're looking at doing a trade on, I have one of their other albums on download, and it's actually kind of mediocre to listen to, kind of like this. But these records, for me, are artifacts of great interest, and I still want to own them. And, you know, for many reasons. But so the Sume I'm looking to do a trade with, you know. But yeah, musically it's kind of crap, actually. And I agree, Jonas. It's not, you know, it's kind of crap. But to me, it's like wow. It's that kind of shit is so hard to find around here, and it intrigues me. You know, it's part of what I like about record collecting. Okay, another oldie where what this is it's the Happenings, and they were a vocal group that had some hits in the 60s. I Got Rhythm and See You in the Summer. That was my favorite song by them. But they endeavored to do kind of a quasi-psychedelic album here called Peace of Mind. And this is a kind of a cool die-cut cover. Can't really quite see it. Plus the inner part is textured like almost like a soccer ball. And then see that? See how that is? Yeah. And here's the record folded out. There are moments on this album that are pretty good. Mostly what it is it's these guys who are pretty straight trying to relate, as it were. You know what I'm saying? But this is a very cool artifact, original Jubilee label. So I just keep, you know, remembering stuff that I have to pull up to listen to and then also to show. But this is a cool one, Peace of Mind. There's a couple of cool. They do the requisite song from the musical Hair, which back in the day was like, that was your hip ticket, supposedly, to do something from Hair. So I got this out to give a deeper listen to. You know, more people are showing CDs, and that's good because there's a whole lot of music that all of us have on CD that we don't have on vinyl. And why not talk about all that music? Okay, so those are some vinyl pieces. I'm going to keep going here because I got my freedom back. Some CDs that are laying over here that have been played recently. This is some techno from the 90s that I really like. Keiichi Suzuki, and he put this out calling himself Suzuki K1, and this is called Satellite Serenade. And Keiichi Suzuki did a duo thing with Yukihiro Takahashi from Yellow Magic Orchestra back in the 90s called the Beatniks, yeah. but this is like a techno thing they do. It's solid. This is awesome. Folks that like that electronic stuff. Oh, this is really good. This is really good. Mention that. Let me see. Mention that. Let me see. Anything else here? Yeah, I pulled this. I haven't played it yet, but I have quite a bit of techno and electronic music from the 90s on CD. And honestly, I bought a lot of it cheaply, like at sales and stuff. So I have stuff where I haven't really listened to it deeply. And here's one, Baby Ford. What is this? Headphone Easy Rider. I know I like some Baby Ford. I've got some other things by him, but I pulled this to listen to. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Anything else like that? The broadcast is still sitting here. This was in my garage. I was out there looking for some stuff, and shit, I had this Phil Collins every day on CD single. And yes, Phil Collins is playing that real, regular sounding, kind of mainstream sounding music. I have so much history and so much respect for Phil Collins that there's this personal connection that keeps me with him, and I love his music. And so I'm not a hypocrite. I'm human. I'm inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? But I'm human. I don't have to. If I say this, that means I have to follow this strict. I'm human. Okay. I love Phil Collins. I don't love Bon Jovi, but Bon Jovi are talented. I've seen them live, so I've seen what they have to bring. Boy, they got them girls worked up live, I'll tell you that much. That was fun to watch. Had them girls worked. I had pulled this recently. Oh, if the teacher, I know teacher doesn't watch. We all can't watch, but teacher, thanks again. These are some discs that the teacher gave me. This Prince, these babies are still sitting out because this shit is fat, man. News is dope. Okay. I want to shout out again, since I'm just going off of what is sitting here in front of me. I want to shout out to this band that I played with in Sioux City, Reno Divorce. They, again, immediately Social Distortion comes to mind, but I mean that in a real positive way. This band is really good. Reno Divorce. Great guys too. They were solid live. They put on a great show. And I want to shout these guys out. Okay. Last thing I'll show here is first time I went to South by Southwest in 2008. One of the showcases I went to that blew me away was the Japanese, and this was a sampler I got. EU, whatever that means, or stands for, but some really excellent music on this sampler here. Sampler CD I was just playing this. Just some really excellent stuff on here on whatever this label is, or let me see what it says, East, West, something. Okay, East Works Entertainment Incorporated. Yeah, so the book shows some of the folks, and let's see, Kazumi Watanabe. Some of you folks know him. He played with YMO Live. And then Yoshihide Otomo, some of you know him. Experimental musician. Fantastic. And the people that I remember from this guy I remember from and I hung out with him. Daisuke Fujiwara, Quartz Head. Real cool blend of jazz sax and modern electronics. They were really good. I bought their CD too. So I had this out, and also look who else is in the book. Kip Hanrahan. He's not Japanese, but he got his butt on the label too. Great musician if you don't know him. Okay. So I just want to really quickly say, because again, my videos, if this is a dialogue that I'm having with you all, as well as just making videos. And I know that what I'm saying is very opinionated, and that it can sound like I'm talking down about people. And I'll just accept that it sounds like that, because I'm calling life the way I see it. And the connections I make are the way that it seems to me. I keep telling you that I don't know that this is right. This is how I see it, I'm going to keep saying it, I also do know that I'm kind of out on a limb in left field. I don't speak for the majority. I'm kind of a, fringe thinker. I mean, that's the way society uh, presents itself and tells me that's how I'm supposed to feel about myself, which I reject, which has something to do with the anger, the edge, and the continued, I guess, diatribe. But what is the word? My continued addressing this, talking about this, because again, I do understand that some of you who do like me and like talking about music and sharing with me do wish I'd shut up about this. But that's just my right. And it's like, I do feel like one of the oppressed, not just because of being a racial minority, but I think I got the words for it. In my 30 plus year career of being a mental health social worker, I was involved in a lot of work that was helpful to people. Not claiming to do it personally, but being part of a team and knowing my role and playing it as best as possible. To this day, I see people, and my role continues in the community. When I see people, they just automatically check in. That's what we call. That's one of the things you call it. You all in the field know what I'm talking about. What I'm trying to say is, I can rest at night about who I am, because I know I'm not a snob. I have been there, and I'm here for every single person, and love every single person, and will offer any real loving assistance, help, companionship that I can. But I'm also going to call it the way I see it, and a lot of life is wretched and mediocre, and it doesn't mean I'm looking down at people. It means I'm calling it as I see it. Okay. And the last thing I'll say about this is, yeah, I will say this specifically to you, Zeke, because I dig you, Zach, very much, man. You were saying, yeah, you were raised like I was raised, that you raise hell, get drunk and raise hell on Saturday night, and then you get up and repent about it on Sunday morning. That's how I was raised too. The whole gist of what I'm saying is that I know that's how we've been raised, but it's like, it's not a romantic, wonderful thing. It's like, I know I can do better than that. It's like, whatever I did Saturday night, I am still doing it Sunday morning, and I'm still doing it Monday, because I'm not living a life where it's like that. It's like, I'm at peace with who I am and the things that I do. I'm not out here taking advantage of people, hurting people. That's one of the main problems in this world, is how we fuck each other over, okay? Now, notice, I waited till the end here, so you've had plenty of time to tune out, folks that get tired of this crap. But again, I keep returning to this because I mean well. I bring this stuff up. I say a lot of things. It can be taken a lot of different ways, but my intention, where this is coming from, is a place of love and concern. I mean well. I also feel like the opinions that I have are marginalized way too much. And that's why I'm making sure to keep talking. Yeah, life will go on as it is. This is the way it is, and in general, it appears to be a time of great slumber, as as a populace. We're not really making any great strides right now on this planet of progress. If anything, we're kind of trying to figure out how can we pull this shit back together, you know. And so I don't know. I just feel like it's just important to not be always asleep